Okay, so I'm going to do my best to demonstrate both of the elevator glitches on this stage, or at least setups on how to do them. The first glitch is consistently more challenging to pull off, in my opinion, than the second one, so I might not even show it. Like, I might not be able to pull it off, is what I mean. So I will show you my setup, and then we'll move on to the second glitch, which I feel confident in being able to at least pull off and show how it works. But let's start with this save state I have. There's a little bit more of a climb before this point, but this platform's important right here, and being in this position close to the right side of this platform is crucial. But what you're going to do is you're going to jump straight up, and this is going to scroll all this stuff. I didn't mean to go into this menu. Back to game. So I just want to pause it and show that these barrels at the top of the screen, you want to shoot them in the center. You want them to fall from the middle and go outward as they fall down. So I'll show what that looks like real quick by loading and jumping and shooting. So that's the idea. You want them to rain in that motion. And then unfortunately this also means you have to be very quick moving to the left and shoot up at an angle at that guy to make it over here. But you basically want to get underneath. It's really important to get underneath this tiny platform in the process. And the explosion doesn't hurt you from that little bomb dropping. What does hurt you is the barrel itself. So you just wait for the explosion. And this is where the trick is tough. I mean, this setup's a little tricky, but it's fine. But this is where it really matters. You're going to jump as quickly as you can to the right. And then the very first frame possible, try to jump up to the next platform. And basically, there's these little dots, these little notches on what's actually the elevator platform itself. And those are kind of serve as a visual cue based on where Bill is on the screen. You want to shoot down at an angle. It can't be a charged up shot, but it does have to be a fireball. It has to be the fire weapon, and it has to be the regular shot, not the charged shot. And you have one frame to shoot the power up football thing that's flying up. And this is so hard. I rarely ever get this one, so. I just hate this glitch. This one's so difficult. But I'm gonna just drill it a few times and show the setup and what it takes. It's always worth going for it because, you know, the second one's easier, but if you can get it early and have a lucky glitch, obviously it's worth it. I kind of forget the visual cue I used to use here, but it's kind of like the football icon thing, like the power-up pod, whatever you want to call it, is sort of just passing the top line on the elevator platform. It's like starting to go above it. And I really don't remember very well what my visual cue was for it. And honestly, it becomes more of a feeling than anything else. So I would recommend watching Stan's run. He's got the world record currently at 12:44, I believe. I'm pretty sure he hits the first glitch in his run, but I would watch some of the other top runs and see what they're doing as well, like when they're shooting that football, and get your own visual cue lined up based on those dots on the elevator. Like when my foot's here, I shoot at the football, something like that. Was basically my idea when I used to do this. So I don't want to sit on this one for too long, so I'll try to do it one more time just to see. You'll have to practice this a lot though. These setups take a lot of getting used to. Anyway, no dice. So let's move on to the next one. I'm just gonna let the screen scroll towards it and show you how long it takes to get there. And then there's like some sort of unimportant factors leading up to it, but you do need to keep the fire. The fire is the way to do the glitch. It's the only way it works, if I remember correctly. I just want to show like how I position myself here. There's this guy you shoot, and so this screen's gonna scroll up. What I like to do is I like to kind of stay close to the right side of that platform that guy was on that I just killed, because it gives me a good setup to scroll the screen up to the next elevator glitch. These like weird winged angel dudes are going to start coming out of this wall to the right, and they're actually my visual cue for when I want to start moving. So I'm going to line up here at the right of this, and as soon as this first guy appears, there he is. I jump and I start shooting up to the right, and I make all these jumps as quick as possible. So this is my consistent setup to create like a consistent feel leading into the glitch. It's like a tempo thing. Like all these jumps matter. So that's the gun. That turret is what you're trying to shoot. It's frame perfect also. So just like shooting the power up pod. But this one's easier because you're jumping up to the right and scrolling the screen. And that's why also that setup, I'm using the visual cue of that angel guy to set up my jumps, because if you don't scroll the screen right, it doesn't scroll all the way up and the gun doesn't appear. So this delay is on purpose. But the reason it's easier is because you don't shoot as soon as you land. You like pause and then shoot straight up. And that little slight hesitation is like my feeling for like trying to get this glitch. Is just the slightest hesitation and then shoot twice, like just regular shots. I just shoot twice because that's how I do it. But it's the first shot that's gonna connect and cause the glitch. So you can just shoot once if you like. I just have a tendency to shoot twice out of habit. So land, wait, shoot. That's the gist. Wait for this guy before you start scrolling the screen, or it won't scroll right. Kill those guys as well. You got to get used to killing everything. That's also tricky. You don't want to die. Land, shoot. So hopefully I can at least get this to glitch one time. I just did it without recording a second ago, so it's like a longer wait than you might think sometimes, at least in my experience, but it just depends on what you're used to, you know. Hopefully I can show it. I'm just gonna keep doing it until I get one. In my PB, my current PB doesn't have this one. It actually has the football pod glitch below. I think my older 1251 on my YouTube has this glitch in it. So you can also get an idea by just watching the runs and seeing how it works. But this, at least I just want to show people the setup and how I've done it. Maybe some other people have better explanations as well that they could upload in the future. But in the meantime, there it is. We actually have like a video now showing what to do. So hopefully this is helpful to people. And yeah, from here on out, you want to grab the spread gun to be able to maintain a fast kill on the shower head boss, or laser chandelier, some call it. So anyway, yeah, that's it. That's the gist. I hope this is helpful.